Hey guys, and welcome to my very big November book haul. As you may know, my birthday was not too long ago. I turned 22 on the 13th of November. And thank you guys so much for all these sweet birthday messages. That really means a lot to me and they made me all very happy and I had an amazing birthday. But yeah, as a giant book lover, I also get a lot of books for my birthday and this year was no exception. And I also went to an actual bookstore on my birthday and there I got even more books. And I also have some books to show you guys that I got in October that I have not hauled yet. So yeah, this video is probably going to be a long one, so prepare yourselves for a very big book haul and then I'm going to show you guys all the books that I got in the past couple of months and all the books that I got for my birthday. So I'm going to start with the books that I got back in October. And the first one of that is of course the beautiful illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. So I actually did a whole first impression video and flip through video about this illustrated edition, so I don't think I have to say much about it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think this cover is my favorite illustrated edition cover so far. The illustrated Harry Potter editions are just amazing and I cannot wait for Goblet of Fire next year, and that one is probably going to be very massive because of course that book is way bigger than the first three. But yeah, if you want to hear any more of my thoughts about this illustrated edition, you should really go and watch my flip through video and I will put a link to that down below in the description box. And then in October I got the Bone Season and the Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. So I got these two books from my very good friend Brit from Basically Brit. She was unhauling a couple of books and she asked if there were any books that I would like to have, and I have sort of been interested in the Bone Season series. I wasn't planning on reading it anytime soon, but then Brit gave me these books, so that's very nice. So now I can read them and see if I like this series. So thank you so much Brit for giving me these books and I'm very happy with them, and you should all follow Brit. She has an amazing booktube channel and I'll put a link to her channel down below in the description box. So I really don't know much about the series except that it takes place in London. I believe it's about a girl named Paige who can break into people's minds or something. So yeah, I'm just going to read this at some point and see what this is all about and if I like this series as well. So yeah, I'm just very happy with them. Then I also got Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon. If you have seen my reading vlog of the 24-hour readathon, you have already seen me show you this book because I unbox it in that video. I will put a link to that also down below in the description box. But yeah, this is the fourth book in the Outlander series and I really like the Outlander series, especially the first book. It's about a woman named Claire who lives in the 1940s. But then she goes to Scotland and she touches these mysterious stones and then somehow she's transported back into history 200 years ago. And there she meets this very handsome warrior named Jamie Fraser. So yeah, it's a very fun series. It's a historical fiction series. I liked all the books so far, so I hope I will like the fourth book as well. And then the next book you've also already seen in my reading vlog, and that is The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. This is a collection of short stories that all take place in the Grishaverse, which is the universe Leigh Bardugo writes about. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. It's like really stunning, even though mine is a little bit damaged over here, but yeah, that's fine. I have not read it yet, but I cannot wait to do so because I love all of Leigh Bardugo's books very much. I have read the Six of Crows duology and the Grisha trilogy, so yeah, I cannot wait to delve into some short stories all about that world. The next book that I bought in October is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This is my very first Neil Gaiman book. I have not read anything by him ever before, but during October I got very much interested in his work because he's supposed to write these amazing fantasy books. And I heard a lot of people say that Neverwhere is a really good book to start when you have never read anything by Neil Gaiman before, because this is his very first complete novel, I believe. So Neverwhere is about a man named Richard Mayhew and he lives in London. One day he helps this mysterious girl who is wounded in the streets, and then the day after that he's somehow completely invisible to everyone and he discovers this sort of magical world that is underneath London. And yeah, that is basically the premise of this book. So I've already started this book and I've read a little bit of it and so far I am enjoying it. It is definitely very much a sort of unique writing, but of course I have to finish it to have complete thoughts about it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got this and I hope to finish this very soon. And then the next book that I bought is a Dutch book, and that is Zwarte Sneeuw by Simone van der Vlugt. Zwarte Sneeuw means black snow, and this book is about child labor and coal mine workers in the 19th century in the Netherlands. So this is one of my all-time favorite books from when I was a kid. I love this book so much. I've already read this in October, so if you want to hear more about my thoughts about this book, you should go and watch my October wrap-up. It basically follows a 14-year-old girl named Emma who has to work in the coal mines, and it's all terrible and it's about surviving and just about their lives back then. But yeah, I really loved this book as a kid, but I never actually owned it. I just borrowed it from the library when I was younger. But then I saw this book at the bookstore and I felt so happy, and I was sure I really wanted to own it this time because this book means so much to me and I love it so much. And then yeah, as I said, I reread it instantly and I still love it very much. This will definitely be one of my all-time favorite books. Unfortunately, you cannot read it if you're not Dutch, but if you are Dutch, I can really recommend it. It's really good. So at the beginning of November I also got a really awesome book, and that is the collector's edition of A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I read the Darker Shades of Magic series earlier this year and I absolutely loved it. This series is amazing and it is about a boy named Kel who can travel between parallel universes and between parallel Londons. So you have a grey London, which is our London, and then you have a red London, a white London, and a mysterious black London. As I said, it's a really good series and I can really recommend it, but this month the collector's edition of the first book came out and I really wanted to have it. So first of all, this book has an amazing exclusive cover and I love like the black cover, but also it is signed by V.E. Schwab herself, so that's absolutely amazing to have a signed copy. And then there's all sorts of artwork inside, and there's all sorts of extra information and a glossary and just all sorts of extra fun things about this book. So I absolutely love this edition, and now I actually also want to have the UK collector's edition, but that might be a little bit too crazy, so yeah, I don't know about that yet. But this book is absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with it, and yeah, I really want to reread this series now, and it's really good. So now we are getting to all the books that I got for my birthday, and they are quite a lot. But the first thing I got for my birthday, which I'm really excited about, is the Mistborn Trilogy box set by Brandon Sanderson. This series is of course incredibly popular, and this box set is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm very happy that I got this. So in there we have the Final Empire, the Well of Ascension, and the Hero of Ages. But yeah, I don't know much about the series, which is often the case with me. I know it's a very well loved and popular fantasy series, and I believe the magic is based on different sorts of metals, and different people can absorb different sorts of metals and transform it into magic or something. I really don't know. But yeah, it is fall and it is going to be winter, so I was very much in the mood for epic fantasy series. I really hope I will love this series as much as everyone else does, and yeah, I'm just very excited for it, and in any case I am super happy with my beautiful box set. The next book I got for my birthday is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. It is a very cute little mass market paper deck edition, and it's really not that big. But of course I want this book because there's a new film coming out this month. I believe it's already out. It is a murder mystery. It is about a murder that takes place on a train on the Orient Express. I have never read a book by Agatha Christie before, but this one just sounded like the perfect one to start with because of course with the new movie. So I really hope to read this very soon because I really want to see the movie as well, and well, it's not a very big book, so I hope I can manage that. And I'm very excited for it, and if I love it, I will probably read more Agatha Christie in the future. And then the next book that I got is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Eva Lavender. Again, a absolutely gorgeous cover. This one is so pretty. This book is a magical realism book, and it's about a girl named Eva Lavender who has wings, and it is about her entire family, and I believe it's very magical, very whimsical. I asked for this book because Hannah from A Clockwork Reader is always raving about it, so I was very much interested. Again, it's not a very big book, so I think I can manage to read it quite soon. I love magical realism, and This one just sounds like a really, really good one, so I'm very, very happy that I got this as well. Another book that I got is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. So the premise of this book sounds really, really weird. It is about a boy named Henry who is being abducted by aliens, and he has to stop the end of the world and has to stop the aliens or something. But it's also about his personal life, and it just sounds very, very weird. But I have heard multiple people say now that this book is so, so good, and you really would not expect it to be this good, but it's really supposed to be really, really good. So yeah, when people say that, I get of course very much interested, and it sounds so unique, and it sounds like it has like potential to be really, really good. It's also quite big. It's bigger than I had expected, and I just cannot wait to delve into this and see what it is all about. Having a weird premise is actually a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to be surprised by this book. And again, I'm really, really happy that I got this. So on my actual birthday, I was free from university. I didn't have to go to school. So I had a really, really fun day out, and I went to Amsterdam with my dad. And of course we went to Waterstones Amsterdam, because what can be more fun than going to a bookstore on your birthday? And since it was my birthday, of course I had to get a couple of books. And I decided to get some new Philippa Gregory books, because of course I always love her work. And the first one that I got is The White Queen by Philippa Gregory. So Philippa Gregory of course always writes historical fiction books. They're not that much fiction, because they are very much inspired by real events and real people. She does take some liberties with her books, and there are some historical inaccuracies, but the main events are very much true to history. And this book is about Elizabeth Woodville, who was wife of King Henry IV, mother of Elizabeth of York, and grandmother of King Henry VIII of England. So as with all Philippa Gregory's books, this is about the main character's life story, about Elizabeth Woodville's life story. I've already read The White Princess earlier this month, which is about Elizabeth of York, her daughter. So I'm kind of reading them in the wrong order, but oh well, it doesn't matter too much, because of course I know the historical events. I also got the TV series of The White Queen for my birthday, so I think I'm going to watch that during Christmas, because I love historical TV series, they are amazing. So yeah, cannot wait to read this. And then the next one I got is Three Sisters, Three Queens, also by Philippa Gregory. This one is about Catherine of Aragon, who was wife of King Henry VIII and Queen of England. About Margaret Tudor, who was the sister of King Henry VIII and Queen of Scotland. And about Mary Tudor, who was also a sister of King Henry VIII and Queen of France. And it's about the relationship between the three sisters, or sister-in-law, and about their queenships. And I'm really excited about this one as well, because this is a sort of angle I've never read about before, about these three historical figures in a sort of sisterhood, and I'm just really excited to read that. Again, really looking forward to read this book as well. And then the very last book that I got for my birthday is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. This is of course his newest release, and I really was not planning on reading this, but now I've seen so many positive reviews about it, so I got very much intrigued. I've heard that this is a really, really good representation of mental illness, and yeah, I really want to read that because I can very much identify with that. It's about a girl named Asa who struggles with OCD and anxiety, and I also believe she's going on this sort of quest to find a missing billionaire, but it's mostly about mental illness. So yeah, I cannot wait to read it. I'm going to read it very, very soon. So yeah, John Green got me interested again after all, so I cannot wait to see what I'm going to think of this book. So this was it for this enormous book haul. I wish I could say I'm not going to buy books for a little while now, but that's not true because I'm going to London in the first week of December. So I know I'm going to buy books there. It's inevitable because I'm going to Waterstones, of course, again. And then we have Christmas coming up, so you are probably going to see a lot more hauls in the coming weeks. And after that I really have to go on a book buying ban. So this was it for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please go subscribe or give it a thumbs up because I would really appreciate that. And then hopefully I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!